So we're going to fill this in, and if there's some issues, I'm going to show you how to actually troubleshoot what we're testing for when we actually use the multimeter. So 0, 0, 0. It means that all three A, B, and C are all on the left, which means 0. If it's a 0, based on having 0, 0, 0 here, the input on this AND gate is 0. The inputs on the OR is a 0, output is 0, 0, which means the output should be 0 here. And if you look, this is our Y. This is the output coming out of the AND gate, and it's off. So that's a 0. If I go to the next one, which is 0, 0, 1, A, B, and C, C is a 1. If C is a 1, you can check the pilot lights here. This is A, this is B, this is C, but your Y is still off. So if the Y is still off, it means it's a logical 0. Now we're going to go to the third scenario, 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 0. It's still off. It is 0. The next one is 0, 1, 1. So we'll turn on B and C. 0, 1, and 1. 0, 1, 1. Still off. It's a 0. 1, 0, 0 is 1. 0, 0, 1, 0, 0 is a 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. Right now it's on. So that's a 1. 1, 1, 0 is still a 1. And a 1, 1, 1 should also be a 1, but we'll check it. 1, 1, 1 is a 1. Now what I'm going to show you is if there's an issue, what you do is, let's just say that the issue would be here at 0, 1, 1. So let's say I had gotten a 1 here. What I would do is I would plot 0, 1, 1. So if that's a 0, that's a 1, that's a 1. You get a 1 and a 1 here. That's a 1, that's a 1. This is a 0. What all these 1s and 0s mean here is that wherever I measure on this pin, it's going to be 0 volts. Whenever I have a logical 1, say on pin 2 here, I'm meant to get 5 volts. So I'm going to use the multimeter now. The first thing I check the troubleshoot is to make sure that the power is on pin 14 and 7. So if you look at the multimeter there, it says 5.6 volts. So that's powered up. Check the next chip, also 5 volts. Then I put my negative lead on the return, and I use this as a probe. So right now I have 1, 1, 1. I said I was going to try 0, 1, 1, so I'm just going to turn off A. And now, since A is 0, if I follow it to pin 1, on pin 1 of the 08, I should get 0. So I have 0 volts. If I go to B, B is a 1. So if I go to B of 32, this is the 32, I'm going to go to pin 2. That's 5 volts. If I go to C, B was to pin 1, 5 volts. C was to pin 2, 5 volts. So the output of the OR on pin 3 should also be 5 volts because it's a logical 1. And I get 5 volts. And this wire is going to pin 2 of the AND, so I follow it, should also get 5 volts there. And since I have a 1 and a 0, my output should be 0, and I get a 0. And that's why the light is off. So if ever there's some anomaly, basically meaning that if I have a 1 here and I measure 0, or a 0 and I measure 1, I know that that's a particular problem.